this is a little one-on-one talk. I want to talk to you guys today about what drove me to play. What drove me to play is because, I was going through something in my life at the time. I was going through something in my life, and I was like really like going through some stress and depression and stuff like that. So I picked up the guitar. But before I picked up the guitar, like I had a bunch of friends like who were musicians. Like everywhere I literally go, like everybody was a musician. Somebody played a guitar, somebody played a bass, somebody played, the piano, just everywhere. And right then and there, that was my like awakening. Like I awoke and I was a part of this group. I joined this group. And the thing is, the group we used to party a lot, but we wrote really good music, and I'm pretty sure like we would have been like a better band if we like stay consistent. And that's the thing, like we weren't consistent. We were always like drinking and partying and just not caring. I don't know if you heard any of my songs that I posted on my YouTube. And a lot of things to talk about is my depression. Like that's what I used to write like a lot of poetry back in high school. And the thing is, I express my pain through my music, or something I'm going through, or something I think about. Because when I think about something, literally it's locked in my mind, and I'm like laser focused on it. Like if I start thinking about like space, or just some weird topics, so not weird for everybody, but you know what I mean. Just space, and just fairy tale stuff, a lot of things, I just start thinking about. And I just start processing it in my consciousness, and that's what drove me to write. But during the beginning stages, me like learning to play, like I had a lot of critics. A lot of people hated me for it. A lot of people talked me out of it. A lot of people dictated on what I should play. And I was consistent on playing the guitar, and I practiced for many hours because I wanted to learn. I wanted to learn how to play. And I'm still learning. It's like it's a never ending cycle. Like when you do something like ride a motorcycle, or take like a martial arts class, you're always like practicing all the time because you want to stay on top of your A game. Even musicians practice. I mean, this is for like the beginners who like don't know like too much about music, and they're curious. And I'm just keeping it real. Like, your haters are going to be your biggest fans. And, people, they hate, but at the same time, it's like, they don't know, like, a lot of them don't know, like, how much sacrifice you go through learning to play. So you just got to be consistent with it, and just be inspired. My first love is the guitar. I love this thing. I always loved playing. I always had it on my mind. I always thought about it. During my worst moments, the guitar was always with me. Back in the days where, we used to carry the guitar everywhere we went to, parties and stuff like that. We always had a guitar. Somebody had a guitar. Somebody has something, drum set or something. We always like, it was the best time ever, and if I could go back to that time, where I can just be around like nothing but musicians, it'd be amazing. But on this path, there's loneliness too, because you have a lot of expectations, in the just music. You just have a lot of expectations. Like you want everybody around you to play music and stuff like that. And it's not always going to be like that. And you just got to be consistent with it. And like I was always like, I don't know, it was an up and down moment for me. And the thing is, you just got to be motivated to always push yourself to do it. Sometimes I think about it. I just think about it. And sometimes it's just a lot of challenges for me, and it's still a lot of challenges. you know, because when I started like on like a $50 to $75 guitar. And, you know, it wasn't the best guitar, but, you know, but a lot of blues musicians back in the day, you know, like the 1920s, you can get a nice guitar for like $10 back in 1920s, 1900s and stuff like that. And you know, I was inspired by blues because I love some old guitars. You know, if I can get my hand on like something from the early 1900s, you know, I would buy it. But the thing is, you know, you just gotta be grateful with what you have. But just keep learning and like never give up. Always push yourself to like be better, you know, and respect others, you know, because everybody's journey is different and everybody's progress is different. Nobody's progress is the same. And, you know, nothing but love from me to you. Thank you.